Hello future medico. So let us start with the first question of living world part A. Choose the correct statement in light of the unique feature of living organism. Self-replicate and self-organize, growth and reproduction, self-consciousness and mount a suitable response, interaction, emergence. Choose the correct option. So by reading the NCERT book, you can know the exact answer of this question. So the answer will be all of the above. Now our second question is, what are the twin characteristics of growth? Growth and self-replicate, reproduction and self-organize, growth and reproduction, self-consciousness and interaction. So the answer will be growth and reproduction. Now, which organism grows by cell division? Which organism grows by cell division? Unicellular, multicellular, both 1 and 2, none. Answer will be both 1 and 2. Here, a multicellular organism grows by cell division, okay, and here it is written unicellular organism grows by cell division. So the answer will be both 1 and 2. It means unicellular and multicellular, both type of organism grows by cell division. Now our fourth question is, growth and reproduction are mutually exclusive events in higher plants and animals, lower plants, lower animals, both 2 and 3. So the answer will be higher plants and animals. Now our fifth question is, budding is observed in yeast, hydra, both 1 and 2, none. So the answer will be both 1 and 2. Now in question number 6 we have to choose the correct option. It means you have to know the statement 1 is correct or wrong. So statement 1 is, fungi multiply and spread easily due to the million of sexual spores. So this statement is false, because here in place of sexual there should be asexual spores, okay. Now in statement 2, budding is observed in lower organism. This statement is absolutely right, and in lower organism it is include yeast and hydra, which we will see in the above question. So the now we choose the correct option. Statement 1 is correct only, statement 2 is correct only, both statement 1 and 2 is correct, both statement 1 and 2 are not correct. So the answer will be statement 2 is correct only. Let us proceed to our seventh question. Reproduction is synonymous with growth in bacteria, unicellular algae, multicellular algae, amoeba. We have to choose the correct option. So first of all, you will be noticed in NCERT book that it is written that reproduction is synonymous with growth. In examples are written only bacteria, unicellular algae and amoeba. So multicellular algae will not be included. It means the correct option will be A, B and D. That means fourth option. Now eighth question. Statement 1. Metabolic reactions cannot be demonstrated outside the body in cell-free system. So this statement is absolutely wrong, because here should be can. Now statement 2. Isolated metabolic reactions outside the body of an organism performed in a test tube is neither living nor non-living. This is absolutely right. So we have to choose the correct option. Statement 1 is correct only, statement 2 is correct only, both statement 1 and 2 is correct, both statement 1 and 2 is not correct. So the answer will be 2, statement 2 is correct only. इतने बड़े बड़े स्टेटमेंट का बस मेन ये एम है कि बस आप सब इस पॉइंट से अवेयर रहे, वैसे इतने लंबे लाइन के क्वेश्चंस नहीं रहेंगे एग्जाम में. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 9. Which of the following is defining feature of all living organism without exception? Here one point you should note that without exception, okay, because if in question it is not written without exception, then self consciousness will be the answer, but because of the without, the answer will be metabolism. अब इसका मेन रीज़न है कि सेल्फ कॉन्शियसनेस अगर हम ह्यूमन बींग्स जो लोग कोमे में हैं तो उनके लिए ये वैलिड नहीं होगा, इसलिए इसमें ये एक एक्सेप्शन आ गया। इसी कारण से इसका जो आंसर होगा वो मेटाबॉलिज्म होगा। नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 10, प्लांट रेस्पॉन्ड टू एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स विच इंक्लूड्स light and water, temperature and pollutants, other organisms, all of the above. So the answer will be all of the above. Photoperiod affects reproduction in plants, animals, both plant and animals, none. तो इसमें NCERT में लिखा है हमारा कि फोटोपीरियड अफेक्ट रिप्रोडक्शन इज सीजनल ब्रीडर्स एंड देन उसके बाद वहाँ कॉमा दिया है एंड प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स लिखा है. So you should note that point. Now question number 12. Statement 1. The most obvious and technically complicated feature of all living organism is metabolism. This statement is totally wrong. Here should be written self-consciousness. Here should be written ability to sense their surrounding. And this line is taken from here. Perhaps the most obvious and technically complicated feature of all living organism is this ability to sense their surrounding or environment and respond to these environmental stimuli, which could be physical, chemical or biological. Here you should remember this point also, that the environmental stimuli could be physical, chemical or biological. Okay. Now statement 2 is all living organisms linked to one another by the sharing of common genetic material but to varying degrees. This statement is also right, and this line is taken from that one point. All living organisms, present, past and future, are linked to one another by the sharing of common genetic material but to varying degrees. It means statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct only. So the answer will be option 2. Now, what is the full form of ICBM? International Code for Biological Nomenclature, International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. Obviously the answer will be second. But if you will get confused in biological or botanical, then you should remember that in biology there is two parts, botany and zoology. तो जो हमारा प्लांट्स होता है वो बॉटनी में आता है, ठीक है ना, तो इसमें कंफ्यूज नहीं होना, एकदम से बोटानिकल ही है. नंबर 14. Biological names are written in dash and printed in dash. Option is Latin and italic, italic and italic, italic and Latin, Latin and Latin. So you should be very aware for this question because the answer will be italic and italic. तो अब यहाँ पे ध्यान से ये देना है बात को कि biological names are generally in Latin, okay, written in italic and here printed in italic. My question is, biological names are written in dash and printed in dash. It means the answer will be written in italic and printed in italic. That means the option 3 will be correct. The process by which anything is grouped into convenient categories based on some easily observable characters is called classification. Now, question number 16. Statement 1. External structure, internal structure along with the structure of cell, development process and ecological information form the basis of modern taxonomic studies. Statement 2 is the collection of actual specimen of plant and animal species are the prime source of taxonomic studies. Now, here also taxonomic studies, The main theme of this type of question is only to aware you all about these important points. So these important points are from here. External and internal structure along with the structure of cell, development process and ecological information of organisms are essential and form the basis of modern taxonomic studies. Point number 1. Now, second point, you should remember that characterization, identification, classification and nomenclature are the processes that are basic to taxonomy. Okay. Point number 2. Now point number 3, which is written in statement 2, is from this topic taxonomical aids. Here it is written, the collection of actual specimen of plant and animal species is essential and is the prime source, prime source of taxonomic studies. So now the correct option will be both statement 1 and 2 is correct. Now question number 16. What are the processes that are basic to taxonomy? So this point is already cleared recently by me, that characterization, identification, classification and nomenclature are the processes that are basic to taxonomy. So the answer will be all. Now the last and easiest question of part A of living world is, what systematics is derived from? So you all know the answer. The answer will be Latin. Thank you, and will soon let you know about the part B of this chapter, living world.